Shorter video today because his wife decided to have things she needs to do, so he's going home earlier today. But I definitely want to be able to go through the reverse triangle from the top position, because there's a couple of points that I see people do wrong a lot, and I just wanted to make sure I put that in the video. We'll maybe do a pass for how you get to that position, but I'm not going to make that long a video today. So, the problem I see a lot of people having when they do the reverse triangle from the top position, they get a nice position here, they get the head caught, and then they go this way, and they try to finish it like this. Yeah. And he tapped, but it's honestly, I'm pretty sure you could have gone longer if you wanted to. I mean, I'm gonna press, try to stay as long as you can, okay? Don't be nice to me, okay? So I'm here, and I'm pressing. And that's the problem. When you put your head down like that, your knee drops behind his neck, and then you're not actually pressing on his throat anymore, and that's actually very inefficient. So the way to counter that when you're doing the reverse triangle from the top position, let's move back a bit. Yeah, the way to counter that, same entry, I go here, and when I get here, instead of going forward with my head, with this leg, I kick forward, and now my knee is closer to his chin, and from here, I get the tap really quick, okay? And it's not as much work, and I also, to be quite frank, I just have a better top position in general. I can even bring my hand here, and now it comes even faster, okay? That's the main point. It's just like when we're doing it from the bottom position. I do not want my knee behind his ear. This is not efficient. It's painful, he's not enjoying it, but that's not really a choke, is it? I mean, you don't feel like you're going to black out. Okay, but I mean, it took a lot of work for me, that's the point. So, and when I bring my knee up to his chin, now I've got the same mechanic as we have in the bottom position. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, he was also like, yeah, what I always call the grunt test. When your training partner is going, then you've got a good mechanic, okay? So turn just one more time to show it from this position. Note the difference in my knee position, okay? I bring the arm down, and I'm not going here. This is what a lot of people do. This is hard to hold and easy to escape. I'm keeping my body up here, which is also just a better pin for me. He's not as mobile, and I'm bringing this foot forward. I'm actually keeping his shoulder here off the ground. And you can probably see, it's hard to see his shoulder now. It's just like when we're doing the triangle from the bottom position. I want to hide this shoulder, and now it's nice and tight. Now I get a tap without a lot of pressure, and it's a really easy position for me to tap from, okay? And the best thing is, one more time, I'm not going to choke you, but the best thing about doing it from this position, I think, is my top control. Try to push me off. I actually have a lot better top control position from here than if I'm here. Try to push me off now. Just rolled out of camera, but the thing is he can move his hips a lot more when I'm over here because I don't have as good a position here. I only have his top control, but his hips, he can move his hips like crazy. He can roll. Yeah, exactly. If I'm here, I also can use my arms as a post now, because I don't need them to hold this arm in place anymore. So, and the whole time I can choke. Okay, so some specific points I like to point out for the top position, doing the reverse triangle. Let's add a pass onto that just to see how one can get to the position, and then we'll call it today so you can go home.
One question, when I press my head down, can you get your foot behind?
Yeah. I don't know if you heard him, he was asking if he pushes his head down, I'm assuming from this position.
Yeah.
If he pushes his head down from here, if I can get my foot behind him, yes I can, because my foot is a lot stronger than his neck.
Okay.
Yeah, you just, basically, if he's trying to push his head to the ground, all you have to do, lay down again, and again, go ahead, feel free, scoot back a bit. If he's trying to push his head to the ground to get, all you have to do is, again, bring here, and you can pull up here, and this is already weakening his position a bit, and now you just basically scrape your heel across the ground. And the problem is that he's kind of in a double trouble position, because in order to press his head to the ground, he has to do it this way, in this direction. The problem is my foot's coming from the side, and if he's pushing his head down in this direction, just push your head down, okay? I can still do this. And if he's resisting in this direction, then I get my hand easily here. His head can only push in one direction at a time, and since he's trying to push down to block my foot, I can pull it to the side and still get the choke.
Okay.
And it has the added advantage that he doesn't like it because it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the mechanics. We'll do a quick pass just to show a pass that you can do to get to the position, and then we'll call it a day. Like I said, just a simple pass, just to kind of show how you can get into this position, and that whole point that I mentioned in the last video of layering your techniques so that you always have this kind of cumulative effect in terms of your practice, so that you can get a lot of reps in, even though you're consistently adding new techniques. So, I'm sure anyone who's watching this has probably seen the video. I just want to point out why I think I like to use the reverse triangle as an add-on to the knee cut, because when I do a good knee cut, I'm landing in this kind of a kesagatami, over this way. I'm landing in this kesagatami, which I don't know if you realized it or if you noticed, this was actually more or less the beginning position when I was showing the mechanics anyway. So all I have to do is bring this arm, kick my foot over, and now I have my choke. Okay, and that's something I think is a good add-on. This is part of what I like to do in the layering of techniques. It's not just practicing a lot of techniques, but being able to see how the one technique will lead you directly into the other, into the other, into the other. So again, just showing that one more time. Okay, so we're here, I get my foot in, underhook, in my knee cut, and I'm in my kesagatami. From here, I just put the arm away, and now I have my choke. Okay, so that's our reverse triangle from bottom position. Escapes I covered in the first video of this segment, and how to get there from the bottom position I covered in the last video. Next video is going to be reverse triangle from standing position, and any kind of throws and takedowns that you can hang on to that, so you can again kind of see how the one flows into the other, and how you can kind of chain your techniques on each other to give yourself a lot more success in general. So that'll be the next video. Bye bye. You can go home now.